Alright, here's a demo of a game I've been anticipating for a while now, and the first game is still a Switch exclusive. Why is the first game still a Switch exclusive if the sequel is on this? Never mind. Here's Octopath Traveler 2, the demo. Now I'm sure this game needs no introduction, but in case you don't know what this gem is, Octopath Traveler is a 2.5D classic style JRPG. It's turn-based, and it's kind of in the similar vein as Final Fantasy, or at least the Final Fantasy games on Super Nintendo and NES. However, what makes this game unique from the Final Fantasy series are the characters. You get to choose from one of 8 characters, each with their own personalities, backstories, and reasons to journey. I'm biased, so I'm picking Throne. She's my favorite character. And that's honestly not saying much because there's no character that's wasted in this game. Every character is extremely good at something. Like for example, Hikari, the samurai. He's extremely high damaging when you exploit weaknesses. He will wreck stuff like nobody's business. And so is Throne, she's high damaging too. Unfortunately, I do not get Hikari in this part though because I'm Throne, and Throne starts out on the eastern continent, and Hikari's all the way on the western continent. So, yeah. I do get one party member though. He's good too. He's a cleric, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. It starts with a T. I think it's Timinos. Anyway, he's got some offensive magic, and he's even good at healing. So, you do not want to skip past this guy. He is extremely... You need the healing. But anyway, here's the combat in action, and yeah, it's Final Fantasy and everything but name. Mainly 6 and 10. It's got the look of 6, except for the 3D obviously, but also it's got the bar, kind of like in 10, it will show you which character is up next. You can even break through the enemy's defenses and cause them to lose a turn in battle. Say for example if Throne has a sword equipped, and the enemy's weak to swords, you hit them enough times, or once in some cases, and they'll just lose all momentum. You can even see what the enemies are weak to in battle underneath them, which is very user-friendly in that regard. See, it says vulnerable underneath that pig monster enemy. Let me see, big ass sword? Let's see if this works. Yeah, well it's a weakness, but it didn't break his defense.
My turn.
Sometimes it takes multiple tries. But the good thing is, you can actually increase your offense and swing a couple of times by pressing the shoulder buttons in order to increase or decrease your power. But in order to do that, you're going to need BP, which is indicated by the red dots that are on the character's HUD. That's another unique thing about this game. I'm not sure if that feature was in the original Octopath Traveler. I have not played that one in a while, so I may have forgotten a few mechanics about that one. I don't think that's a bad game. The first game still holds up pretty well. I just wish it was on PS4, but it's not, for some stupid reason. Another good thing I want to point out about Octopath Traveler 2 is the voice acting. It's pretty good. It's actually really good. Battle scenes are fully voiced. There are even cutscenes that are voiced too. It just reminds me of this cutscene with Throne here, and I'm not sure if this was meant to be a funny line, or if she was comically serious, but she was like, "Oh, you idiot! Enough about the cheese." And this character was like talking about cheese. I think that was like a character trait of his. He just likes cheese.
Ready?
I'm not gonna spoil any of the character cutscenes because the game's still technically not out yet. This is a demo. And also, I kind of want you guys to play this for yourselves. See how you like it. All 8 characters are in the demo, and you get 3 hours to play with each character, or not with each character, but you get 3 hours to play with a character, then the game resets, then you can actually pick another character if you want to, and play another 3 hours with them. Which is actually enough time to get the other 7 characters and invite them into your party. And also, explore a decent amount of the world. There are some sections that are locked off because of demo reasons, but you really need to go there, you're probably gonna get killed. The game's difficulty is not too bad. There's some scenarios and some introductions that are kind of difficult, like Cassie's beginning where she has to fight 2 bosses by herself, and she's not really suited for solo combat, but it's not that tough. Just as long as you level up and you obtain the character abilities as soon as they level up, because they don't learn those automatically, you need to go into the options and then you learn them that way, you should be good. You can even travel on water in this game, which is not too useful. It's mainly just for finding treasures and that's it. But then again, this is a demo, so there might be more lake traveling in the game proper.
My turn.
Alright, so this enemy is allergic to the knife. It's weird, the sword and the knife icons underneath the enemies always looks kind of similar. It's different enough to where it's distinguishable, but they always look kind of samey to me.
All tidy.
Let's see, I'm not gonna level up anytime soon. Let's see, what did I come here for? Feathered hat. Okay, that's a good find. Certain characters can carry certain items. So, Throne here can carry swords and daggers, and that's it. Whereas, Casti, I mentioned earlier, can only carry axes. Hikari can wield pole arms and swords, but the good thing about Hikari is he can actually dual wield pole arms and axes for certain attacks. You got certain characters like Western guy that looks like Nick Valentine from Fallout, except he's human. He's actually better at long range, so it may take a while for you to get used to some of the characters, but when you do, oh man, is this game and the combat so much fun.
My turn.
Why, yes it is, my lovely lady. Now, the character backstories can range from mildly entertaining to very freaking depressing. Throne is of the latter category. Again, I'm not going to spoil it because the demo is free. All the characters' backstories are there, and when the game comes out in a few weeks, it's you get the full game. So there you go. It's going to be a fun time. Well, Throne's story is not a fun time, but Agni is cool. She's fun. She's a funny character. She's a dancer. I don't know where I was going with that.
Ready?
Okay, we're in a different region, so we should be getting close to that second character. And as for getting the characters themselves, it's relatively quick if you know where to go. At least for the demo, that is. I don't know if the main game is going to be different about that, but you can get all 8 characters under 3 hours. Which is definitely unique. There are some other RPGs where you get your last character the final hour of the game. Final Fantasy II. So having all 8 characters available relatively close to the start is definitely a plus. Okay, here we go. We should be closing in on this town, Flame Church. That's a pretty cool name for a town, actually. Oh yeah, fast travel. Just in case you're tired of walking around, you could fast travel to any previously visited town. You go to the world map, you highlight a place where you want to go, well, town, and you press X to go there.
Show yourself, cleric. We want to render our judgment in person. We understand you've been spreading some fantasy about a sacred flame, and we won't stand for it. We are the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Well, this is quite the scene. I've already driven them off once, but I see they haven't learned their lesson. A lesson they won't learn if I leave them be. Would you mind assisting me? I promise I mean you no harm.
Yes, because I need your magic.
That is a great help. I feel the light of the sacred flame shining upon me.
Oh, I talk like this because I can. No, I actually like his voice actor.
So the cleric's not the only sacred flame worshipper, huh? That's just as well. We'll rid this place of as many of you as we have to.
Alright, so I haven't played the introduction of the cleric yet, so I don't know his backstory quite well. But this guy is easy, especially as thrown. You just hit him a couple of times with your knife and he goes down quickly. Oh, and I forgot to mention, each character has a latent power. Throne's is she gets 2 turns in one, so she'll get a turn, then she'll get another turn, and I'm not sure what the other character's special abilities are, or latent powers. I know the Nick Valentine lookalike person, I forgot his name, so I keep calling him Nick Valentine. I know he has a special latent power where he gets BP back, so he's just at max stats all the time.
Very reliable. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Temenos. As you can see, I am a cleric. I was just about to set off on a journey. You see, I'm investigating something. In fact, in lieu of thanks, how about I join you on your journey?
You could say no, but why would you want to say no?
I am honored.
Alright, so I got my first permanent party member. You can always go to a tavern and discover their backstories, but I'm not going to do that here.
Probably.
I like how he says probably at the end of that sentence. He's like, okay, this is going to be a good journey, but... Temenos, that's his name. He's your good support character. He's not good on his own. He only has a cane for offense, but he's got good magic. Your character traits also extend to the denizens of towns. For example, with Throne being a thief, she can steal things off of people. But with Temenos being a cleric, I think he heals people, or I don't know, it's weird. He fights people inside their minds to get information. I don't know how that works, but whatever, it's fun. And the reason I say that's weird is because Casti, who is the alchemist of the group and kind of like a mirror to Temenos in a way, she gets information from people too, but she doesn't have to fight people inside their minds. I'm telling you, Temenos is kind of weird in that regard. And that also changes with the day and night cycle. Oh yeah, there's a day and night cycle in this game. Like, Throne can steal stuff off of people during the day, but at night, she could just straight up knock them the hell out. It's kind of funny. Honestly, I would knock somebody out, but I don't want to. Oh, I failed to steal that thing off that guy. Oh, well, I could just try again. You do have a reputation meter, but I'm not sure if that really does anything. I haven't gotten to the point where people hated me in towns. It just kind of... Yeah, I don't think it does anything. I mean, maybe it does if you're constantly failing at trying to steal things from people, but that has to take a really long time because I haven't gotten any warning about that. And let's see. And there are just some things you just cannot steal, or you're too underleveled to steal, or bribe, or charm if you're Agnia. Because Agnia is a dancer and she can allure people. Alright, so another one of Temenos' many perks is he can kind of recruit people into the party, but they work as summons more so than actual party members. And to bring up Agnia again, because she's the talk of the town, she also has a similar perk where she can recruit people as summons. Ooh, Warding Leaf. Don't know what that is, but I'm taking it. That might be one of Casti's alchemy mixes or something. And Casti is not in the group, so that's just a placeholder for the time being. You can literally steal candy from kids in this game. I bet all the boys would love this game already. So let's steal this healing grape. Oh man, he called me out. Damn. Let's try again because it's 80%. You definitely need healing grapes, especially if there's no cleric or healer in the group. They are literally your potions in this game. Potions, monomates, healing seeds, candies from Secret of Mana. It's all the same. They heal you. So you know who my favorite character is. The good thing about Octopath Traveler 2 is I highly doubt that everybody's going to have the same favorite character. Everybody's useful, everybody's got a good backstory and reason to go on a journey, and everybody can fight. You got some RPGs out there where a couple of characters or one character's a weak link and you never put them in the party because they kind of suck in battle, but not this game. This game is really good about that. Though I do have a problem with the characters all starting out at level 1 when you get them. I never like that in RPGs. But maybe it's just me, and it's not really that bad because they level up very quickly. It's mostly positive so far, but one negative I do have, it's not really that big of a negative, it's just kind of like, I guess the way I see things. The graphics kind of hides where you're going sometimes. And what I mean by that is, sometimes the three-dimensional graphics kind of hides doorways, so I never know where to go next. But then again, maybe it's the way I'm looking at things and the TV I have, I don't know. But on the plus side, these are some really pretty graphics. This is how you do pixel art on top of pre-rendered backgrounds. Now, yes, it is true that Final Fantasy as a series is not going back to the traditional style of waiting your turn and the active time battle system and stuff like that, but Square Enix is still keeping it alive with Octopath Traveler. And what was that other game Square made? It was Bravely Default. You see, I've never played Bravely Default before, but I've heard it's similar to Final Fantasy 5 and 6 as well. So let's look more towards these smaller games for that traditional Final Fantasy feeling. And look forward to Final Fantasy 16 for a beast. I'm so excited for that game. But the real question is, and I'm gonna lean close to the mic for this one. Okay, here we go. Where's Chrono Trigger? I actually kind of want to see Chrono Trigger done in this style. I bet that will look so good. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular like Final Fantasy VII Remake. It could be just like this, or Trials of Mana even. Just something small scale, with some amateurish to decent voice acting. Come on, Square. I know you have it in you. You can do it. Fine, I'll wait. You know I'm not the only one that's feeling like this. You want to see a Chrono Trigger remake too. But anyway, Temenos has a special ability where he blinds the enemies. I'm not sure if that's a thing that happens at night only, but it happens when Temenos is around. Which actually makes him kind of useful to have in the party because the enemies miss a lot when they're blinded. So here I think I end the recording in a couple minutes because I saved, but yeah, that's pretty much the basic gist of Octopath Traveler 2. If you're a fan of JRPGs, more specifically Final Fantasy, or I should say Final Fantasies 1 through 10, you're going to enjoy this game. Even if you're a new school RPG fan that likes Final Fantasy 15, 7 Remake, the upcoming 16, you still might want to give this game a look to see where that series got its roots. Oh, here's the mind battle. I know what you ate for dinner last night, motherfucker. Now eat holy lights.
Oh dear. Holy light.
Alright, we just broke this man's spirit for information. Watch, Temenos found out that he ate Pringles and lobster for dinner last night, or something stupid like that. Or we just find out nothing. Damn, Temenos, you're a criminal for mental abuse. And I'm saying this after I played River City Girls 2, where the characters in that game commit actual violence. So yeah, Temenos, you're a dick. So those were my first impressions of Octopath Traveler 2. Might be better than the original game, in my opinion. But then again, I haven't played the original game in a while, like I said before, so memory's a bit fuzzy on that one. But yeah, I enjoyed my time with this one. Definitely looking forward to playing the full game. If you want to see more first impression videos of me playing games for the first time, like, I don't know, Hogwarts Legacy. You see, I'm not even a Harry Potter fan, and I'm somehow looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy. That's how much hype that game got. Do drop a like down below, that helps me out in the algorithm. That is YouTube, so yeah. And as for my Let's Plays, I should be returning sometime this week. I'm not going to drop a date like I did before because that failed spectacularly, so I'm just going to leave it ambiguous for now. But I'm back, and I'm ready to make more videos. I'll see you guys later.